There are a million different reasons to visit Disneyland in 2020, but when is the best time to come to Disneyland? What are some of the best events that you can anticipate during your visit? What are you looking to experience in your time at the park? Stay tuned to find out more as we take a look at Disneyland 2020. Hi there, Mouseketeers! Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disney drum and we always whistle while we work. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Starting at the beginning of the year, the first couple of weeks in January are a great time to visit Disneyland. First of all, it's just a great vacation time because the kids have at least the first several days off school, so they don't miss much if you stay a little late. Plus, Disneyland wraps up the holidays with the Festival of the Kings, so you can squeeze a little more holiday out of your time. As I said earlier, kids are out of school, so park attendance is up. But this is one of the best times during the year for events and theming. The Christmas overlays are still out, which means unique experiences throughout both parks, the resort hotels, and downtown Disney. Mid-January, February, and early March are one of my family's favorite times to visit Disneyland. To begin with, it's so nice to head south for a week during the darkest, coldest months of the year. Also, it's cheaper to fly during these months. You can score some deals at the hotels, and crowd sizes tend to be much lower. So it's a win-win-win situation. In January, Disneyland celebrates Lunar New Year. There are Mulan-themed processions and shows at the Paradise Garden Bandstand. You can make a wish at the wishing wall and try unique Asian-inspired food at the marketplace. 2020 is the year of the rat, so I anticipate more of a year of the mouse theme this year, or perhaps many visits from our friends from Ratatouille. Mickey and Minnie celebrate Valentine's Day in the park, and there are lots of special decorations throughout the parks. Last year, there was a Valentine's Day scavenger hunt. If you are also looking to celebrate Valentine's Day with a special someone, Blue Bayou, Carnation Cafe, Steakhouse 55, Napa Rose, and Storytellers Cafe offer special Valentine's Day menus. There are also delicious treats throughout the parks. New Orleans Square celebrates Mardi Gras every year. February 25th is Fat Tuesday in 2020. Music will fill the square, and Tiana, Louie, and Naveen will be partying. And you can also expect to see Minnie, Mickey, Goofy, Pluto, and Chip and Dale dressed in their Mardi Gras finest. In California Adventure, March is the start of the Food and Wine Festival, celebrating California cuisine. While the 2020 dates and events haven't been announced yet, 2019 had live chef demonstrations, dinner with a Disney chef, festival marketplaces, a kids' junior chef class with Goofy, an expanded cocktail menu at the Sonoma Terrace, and other reservation-based wine receptions, dessert buffets, and tasting seminars. Yum! As I said earlier, crowds do tend to be lower during the first 3 months of the year, but if you're looking to avoid huge crowds, you'll want to steer clear of Martin Luther King Jr. Day and President's Day weekends, as those 3-day weekends tend to be packed, but otherwise the crowd sizes are pretty low during this time of year. On the downside, you should expect some rides to be down during this time. Grizzly River Run is always down, and Splash Mountain often is as well. The smaller crowds mean shorter hours, plus Fantasmic does not perform as often. April is the peak of spring break season, and local students tend to flood the park at this time. The fact that spring break tends to be at different times for different students makes it hard to predict low crowd days. Easter falls on April 12th in 2020, fairly late this year. Disneyland typically does an Eggstravaganza event around Easter. Last year's Easter egg scavenger hunt maps and stickers were available at select locations for $6.99 plus tax. Complete the scavenger hunt and return your map to Elias & Company or to Town Hall to receive a special surprise. Some restaurants also offer Easter meals, so you'll want to check out the Disneyland Dining website to see what is available. While long-distance guest traffic might be down, the locals are getting in the last of the year pass holder days before the summer blackout days hit. I'm hoping that this year, the new Flex Pass and reservation system will be a bit of a game changer. If the new reservation system works as intended, there should be pretty balanced crowds. Mother's Day is May 10th in 2020. On Mother's Day, the Blue Bayou and Carnation Cafe offer special meals, and Steakhouse 55 and the Disneyland Hotel offer Mother's Day desserts at their afternoon tea. Grad nights in May and June are huge. They have been for 50 years. Disneyland is a great place to celebrate this milestone. June is the busiest month in the park. maybe contending for October. On the upside, all the rides should be open, the hours will be extended, there will be more shows, parades, and fireworks, and California weather in June is beautiful. This is not Florida, folks. This is the start of the summer season. The summer continues the same. It's warm, busy, and crowded. Hot weather is possible, but California is not nearly as hot as Florida, and the evenings are gorgeous. There is usually added entertainment and parades, plus longer park hours for the large crowds. If you're familiar with the spectacular firework displays at Disneyland, you can imagine that the 4th of July at Disneyland is a big deal. It is one of the most crowded days of the year. The park may reach full capacity, so be aware. It is best to arrive early and stay all day. If the park reaches capacity, guests will be turned away, regardless of whether you've been in the park earlier or if you're a resort guest or if you have a dining reservation. Disney is required to follow certain fire codes, and full is full. Bring anything that you may need throughout the day and rent a locker. Lockers also fill up fast on the 4th of July. Get any fast passes you may want to early before they run out. With the kids back in school, September is one of the least crowded months to visit Disneyland. The weather is beautiful. The park may pull back on hours and live entertainment, but the rides are usually all open. If you visit later in September, you can also get in some of the Halloween events and decorations while missing the Halloween crowds. As it gets closer to Halloween, the park gets more and more crowded, making this one of the most crowded months of the year. Disneyland goes all out for Halloween, and there are so many amazing events you won't want to miss them. Starting over in California Adventure, Buena Vista Street is made over with Nightmare Before Christmas themed decorations. Oogie Boogie Silhouette greets you at the gate, and a giant headless horseman statue is erected at Carthay Circle. Mickey and all of his friends show off their Halloween costumes. Every night, the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout Ride becomes Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark. While the story remains the same during the day, once evening falls, the fortress goes dark, alarms sound, and new flashing lights reveal a problem. Rocket realizes that in their rush to get out of the fortress, Groot was left behind. So riders need to help Rocket distract the monsters who were released in the day while the Guardians rescue Groot. It's a neat new story. Over in Cars Land, Radiator Springs gets a fun Halloween overhaul. Fillmore's Jack Oil Lanterns, Flo's Spider Car, Mater's Graveyard Jamboree, and Luigi's Honkin' Halloween all come together to make Radiator Springs spooky fun. Over in Disneyland, Main Street USA celebrates with a pumpkin festival. Right now in 2019, there are over 300 different pumpkins on display. The Haunted Mansion in New Orleans Square is taken over by Jack Skellington and friends, who transformed the mansion into the Haunted Mansion Holiday, which remains in place through the Christmas season. In Frontierland, a traditional skeleton display celebrates Dia de los Muertos. If this is a holiday you love, you'll want to visit the Plaza de la Familia in Paradise Gardens over in California Adventure. Families visiting the plaza can share memories of loved ones at the memory wall by the Tree of Life. There will be a World of Coco exhibit, plus a musical celebration of Coco, which performs several times a day and features storytellers, the Mariachi Divas, one of my absolute favorites, and an authentic folk dancers telling the story of Coco. Back in Disneyland, there was a brand new supernatural projection and fireworks show, Halloween Screams, in 2019, and I anticipate this will continue to be a tradition in 2020. In addition to all the fun regular park events, there is also the Oogie Boogie Bash, which is an extra ticketed event. The Oogie Boogie Bash happens on select nights in California Adventure after the park is closed. This 5-hour party includes several events, a new World of Color show called Villainous, Villains Grove over at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, which was new this year, and the Frightfully Fun Parade, which includes the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow as the Master of Ceremonies. At the Disney Junior Theater, Mickey's Trick or Treat Show is a great interactive stage show. All guests, adults and children, are invited to dress up for the party. However, there are strict costume guidelines, so you'll want to visit Disneyland.com. Halloween party as you plan your costume. Ticket prices for the Oogie Boogie Bash range from $100 to $145 in 2019 and sold out quickly. So again, visit Disneyland.com/Halloween party to reserve your tickets in August. November is a great break from the holiday crowds and craziness. Most of the month is quiet and cool. Disneyland does not do any special parades, decorations, or events around Thanksgiving, but all of the Christmas decorations and overlays are up by Thanksgiving. The Disney Christmas Parade that ABC broadcasts on Christmas Day is filmed the first or second weekend of November, so the Christmas decorations come out in full force at the top of November. A Disney family Thanksgiving feast takes place in the Grand Ballroom of the Disneyland Hotel. Many other restaurants throughout the park also offer special Thanksgiving Day meals, so you'll want to visit the Disneyland dining site to see what is available and make a reservation if you plan on visiting during Thanksgiving break early. Remember, you can make dining reservations 60 days out with the Disneyland app. The winter holidays make this a magical time to visit Disneyland. Although it is one of the most crowded months of the year, Disney goes all out on the holidays, so it is worth it to brave the crowds. All of the shows and events are winter holiday themed. There's the holiday fireworks show, Believe in Holiday Magic. There's the Christmas Fantasy Annual Parade, and World of Color becomes Season of Light, and Sleeping Beauty's castle becomes a winter castle complete with icicles and twinkling lights. There are several Christmas ride overlays in both parks. In Disneyland, both Haunted Mansion and It's a Small World are decked out for Christmas. And in California Adventure, you can visit Luigi's Joy to the Whirl and Mater's Jingle Jamboree. Even Downtown Disney goes all out and has ice skating on Olaf's Ice Rink. And of course, Santa is always at Disneyland throughout Christmas. You can visit him in Critter Country in Disneyland or on the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail in DCA, or you can find him in any of the 3 resort hotels. In California Adventure, the Festival of Holidays celebrates diversity through various holidays: Diwali, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, and Three Kings Day. At Paradise Gardens, experience Disney's Viva Navidad, a Latino festival with face painting, live music, and dance lessons. You should also check out the Festive Foods Marketplace, where you can experience international holiday food favorites and traditions. Again, you'll want to remember that Disneyland is a super busy and crowded month at Disneyland, and Christmas Day is one of the most crowded days at the park. Just like on the 4th of July, if you want to go to the park on Christmas Day, get there early and plan to stay all day. And that, my friends, is what you can expect at Disneyland in 2020. So when is the best time to visit Disneyland? It's always a great day in Disneyland, so go whenever you can. I hope you've managed to get a good idea of what you can look forward to during your visit, and if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to stay in touch with the Disneyland Beat. See you real soon, Mouseketeers!